Hello, dear students. So, in the last sessions, I have discussed about trapezoidal rule, Simpson's 1/3 rule, Simpson's 3 by 8th rule. Now, in this session, we will discuss one problem on Weddle's rule. So, Weddle's rule is a very important numerical technique which evaluates the integrals and provides an approximate solution for the integral without actually integrating the function. Now you see here we have the problem integral 0 to 1 x by 1 plus x square dx. This we have to evaluate by using Weddle's rule, taking 7 ordinates and hence find the value of log 2 to the base e. To apply Weddle's rule, minimum requirement is n should be 6, means the number of strips should be always 6, at least 6. If the number of strips is 6 means definitely it is 6 plus 1 ordinates. That is the reason 7 ordinates is given. So some of the students will have the confusion that whatever the number they have given, that number they will treat it as n. But that is wrong. N is nothing but strips. Whatever they have given, ordinates means points. Okay. So first you write given. What is the given data? Function they have given, that is y equal to f of x, that is x by 1 plus x square. This is the given function. Also the interval values they have given, lower interval a, that is 0, and upper interval 1 b. Now n is what? N plus 1 ordinates. N plus 1 ordinate means 6. There are 7 ordinates. 6 plus 1 is 7. Therefore, n equal to what? 6. And also you have to remember, to operate Weddle's rule, n should be always 6, at least 6. Now, we have to divide the interval 0 to 1 into what? 6 equal parts by taking proper step size, that is h. h equal to b minus a divided by n. So here b value is what? 1. A value is what? 0. Divided by n value is what? 6. Therefore, it is 1 by 6. Now we are dividing the interval value 0 to 1 into 6 equal parts by taking h as 1 by 6. And also for each x value, we have to find out the corresponding y value by substituting x values in y. So x and corresponding y. So x values, the starting from 0 plus 1 by 6, 1 by 6 plus 1 by 6, that is 2 by 6, 2 by 6 plus 1 by 6, 3 by 6, 3 by 6 plus 1 by 6, 4 by 6, 4 by 6 plus 1 by 6, 5 by 6, 5 by 6 plus 1 by 6, 6 by 6. 6 by 6 is what? Nothing but 1. And all these values we have to find out corresponding y value, that is f of x. If I replace x equal to 0, the corresponding y is also what? 0. If I replace x equal to 1 by 6, then the corresponding value will be 6 by 37. If you replace 1 by 6, 1 by 6, and if you simplify, you will have 6 by 37. If you replace x equal to 1 by 3 or 2 by 6, the corresponding y value will be 3 by 10. And if you replace 3 by 6 in the given function, then we will have the corresponding y value as 2 by 5. If we replace 4 by 6 in f of x, then the corresponding value will be 6 by 13. And if I replace x equal to 5 by 6, the corresponding y value will be 30 by 61. If I replace x equal to 1, the corresponding value will be 1 by 2. Remember, all x value I am replacing y, means here, if I replace x value here, I am getting corresponding y value. If I replace x equal to 1 by 6 here, the corresponding y value. If I replace x equal to 2 by 6 here, the corresponding y value. This is very simple. You write this equation in the scientific calculator, then just substitute x value, you will have corresponding y values. Okay, so these are our x values and corresponding y values. Just we name them in the standard form. Let me take, this is y0, this is y1, this is y2, this is y3, this is y4, this is y5. And sorry, here 0 I forgotten. So we have to start from 0, y0, y1, y2, y3, y4, y5, y6. These are the corresponding y values. And this is the prerequisite as usual to go for substitution part. So next I have to write the formula for Weddle's rule, that is I equal to, Weddle's rule says 3h by 10, and here you have to write y0 plus 5y1 plus y2 plus 6y3 plus y4 plus 5y5 plus y6. So this is very simple method, and you have to remember the trick. You have to remember these numbers 1, 5, 1, 6, 1, 5, 1. Proper sequence 1, 5, 1, 6, 1, 5, 1. This if I multiply with y0, y1, y2, y3, y4, y5, y6. 1 into y0, y0, 5 into y1, 5y1, 1 into y2, y2, 6 into y3, 6y3, 1 into y4, y4, 5 into y5, 5y5, and 1 into y6, y6. Okay, this is a simple technique. You have to remember the Weddle's rule. Now, here we have all the values y0 to y6. Just replace. I equal to 3h by 10. 3. H value is what? 1 by 6. 1 by 6 divided by 10, and the corresponding y values. What is the y0? Y0 is 0 plus y1, that is 6 by 37 plus 6, 5y1, right? So 0 plus 5 into y1 plus y2, y2 is 3 by 10 plus 6y3, so y3 is how much? 2 by 5 plus y4, y4 is how much? That is 6 by 13 plus 5 times y5, y5 is how much? 30 by 61, and y6, y6 is 1 by 2. See, whatever the values we have calculated here, all the values I have replaced, and using calculator if you simplify, you will have the corresponding I value. This I is nothing but what? Our given integral. So integral 0 to 1 x by 1 plus x square dx. So its value is how much? After simplifying all the values, so we will have the corresponding value as 0.3466. 0.3466. So this is the value of the integral. This is the first part of the problem, and second part is what? They are asking also what? We have to find out log 2 from this part. Now the value of this integral we have what? 0.3466. Using this we have to evaluate log 2. So how to evaluate? Left hand side we have integral 0 to 1 x by 1 plus x square dx. So how to integrate this, that is very important. That comes under analytical solution. We have to solve this particular part by analytical method. Now to solve this, you have to remember the property, because there is no standard formula for this. You have the property what? If the derivative of the denominator comes in the numerator, Answer is what? Log of the denominator. If the derivative of the denominator comes in the numerator, answer is what? Log of the denominator. Don't go for any substitution method because it is very simple here. You see, one derivative is what? 0. If nothing is there, 0 will be there, and x square derivative is 2x. But we have only x here. Therefore, if I multiply and divide it by 2 for this term, then I will easily use that property. Okay. So that is the reason I will rewrite this as 1 by 2 integral 0 to 1. This I will write it as 2x by 1 plus x square into dx, that is equal to 0.3466. Now as per this rule, answer is what? Log of denominator. So 1 by 2 log of 1 plus x square between the limit 0 to 1, answer is 0.3466. So if I replace 2 to that side, and if you operate 1 here, 1 plus 1 what? Log 2. So it is log 2. And if I replace 0, 1 plus 0 is what? 1, and log 1 is 0. So log 2 equal to, this 2 goes that side, 2 into 0.3466. So if I simplify this, so the log 2 value is what? 0.6932. 0.6932. So after calculating numerically, we can also cross check by using our normal calculator or scientific calculator log 2 value, so that you can compare both the answers and write the correct answer. So this is what we have here, log 2 answer 0.6932 numerically. This is again very simple procedure. Okay, all the numerical techniques are very simple procedure. If we understand one proper formula, one proper problem with particular steps, then we can easily solve n number of problems. So my sincere suggestion is always to my students, there is no use of solving 100 of problems without using the or without understanding the method. With understanding the method, if you solve 2 or 3 problems, that is more than enough, because almost all rest all procedure, step, simplification is same. Only thing, you have to follow the proper flow and proper steps. Okay, that's it for today's session, Weddle's rule. I hope you enjoyed it. Learn it properly. Using this, you can also solve more number of problems for practice. Okay, so thank you all. We can meet in the next video.